Hi everybody, how's it going? Let's talk about the limited series featuring Lancia LC2. Of course, you find it in the round 5 of the Roundup Season 1. And if you don't own the car, this is a chance to win it by completing the 15 tiers, 45 gold trophies that you have to win, right? Since I already own mine, it's already in my garage because this car was featured a while ago in limited series or limited time series back then. So, had to get 3 upgrades across the board to meet the PR requirement to win it back then. But because this is sort of a reintroduction, not a flashback, just another limited series featuring the same old car. So when that happens, the PR requirement goes up. So that's no exception here. So PR requirement this time around is a bit higher, 99.7, which incidentally is only 0.1 PR point higher than what you need to complete the bonus series or the Motorsports season the cars featured in, which is the Endurance Prototypes Group C 1984 season. I do have that season overview video already uploaded, so I'll put the link to that video in the description box below. And for any of you guys interested in, I don't know, the original run through of the limited time series, the championship series back in the day, I'll have the link to that original limited time series in the description box below as well. So feel free to check those out, compare and contrast. Anyway, so for this time around, if you don't own the car, you get to win the car, which is worth 900 gold. And because it is a limited or motorsports car, there is no showcase discount, right? Where you would get 20% off. So that does not apply here. So only way you're going to get any kind of discount on this car is either take advantage of one of those, once in a while racer choice discount, which is typically 40%, or you can use the racer choice rewards that you pick up from each season, or not season, each round, by accumulating certain amount of victory points. And they vary. The discount rate go from like 10%. Some occasion we've had, I think, 15% discount, and of course there's also 20% discount as well. So if you miss out, that would be another way to get it. But it is a really good racer. So, the downside is it's only featured in a single bonus series or single season. There is no exclusive series, at least not as of yet. Maybe they will include one in the future. We'll see. So anyway, along with the car, you also get to pick up 5,200 victory points. And of course, currency and victory points rewards apply to everybody, whether you own the car or not. So 5,200 victory points, depending on where you are in this round, round 5, you may snatch some extra gold rewards. All right, so that's extra discount you can kind of put into your calculation of how much it's going to cost you or how much you get to win. And there's 50 gold rewards along with 150,000 racing dollar rewards, which, yeah, nobody's counting that out, right? I certainly hope you guys don't have to keep track of racing dollar amount, because if you do, that means generally you need to race more. Anyway, it says 7-day event. That is for those who don't own the car. If you already own the car, then these limited series in the Round Hub generally are permanently accessible. So if you don't win the car and you don't have the car, obviously, then if you don't finish in 7 days, you have to buy the car to unlock the series. So that's how they've been running these, the Roundup, the championship seasons, right? So anyway, let's take a look. Yep. So, Lancia LC2 Limited Series. Earn a Lancia LC2 by 100% completing the series. Though it only raced for a short time, Lancia proved with the LC2 that they were capable of being a true rival to Porsche on the track. Yeah, with a striking resemblance to a Porsche, doesn't it? I wonder why. But anyway, so here's the completion rewards broken down into the 25% completion increment, right? First 25% completion gets you 700 victory points, 5 gold, and 15,000 racing dollars. And you get that by completing the first 4 tiers, which requires PR 88.5. So no, you cannot win free gold without gold upgrades on the car. Without investing any gold, this car's PR goes up to 87.4. So obviously that's below 88.5. So yeah, if you don't have, if you cannot afford any gold upgrades, there's no free gold that you can pick up. Now, if you run through this, if you've already won this car from the last run through of the limited series or limited time series, then your PR would be higher. So there is some extra gold that you will be able to pick out. So yeah, so that's that. But they've had the upgrade discount on this car since the car's been introduced in the game. So mine is fully upgraded at PR 101.8. Base PR starts at 82.5. So yeah, the upgrade, once you start upgrading, the span of a PR is almost like what? It's 19.3 PR point boost that you get, which is pretty significant. Anyway, and then the 50% completion reward is additional 1,000 victory points, 10 gold, 30,000 racing dollars, and that one you get to claim it once you win 2 gold trophies in tier 8, which means you don't have to meet the PR requirement for tier 8. You just need to meet the PR requirement for tier 7, which is 91.7. And the next rewards tier is 75% completion, of course. Pick up additional 1,500 victory points, 15 gold, 45,000 racing dollars, and that one you will pick up upon winning a gold trophy in tier 12. So that means you have to complete tier 11. So PR requirement there is 95.5, and of course 100% completion gets you the remainder 2,000 victory points, 20 gold, and 60,000 racing dollars, plus the car if you don't already own it. And that will require PR 99.7. All right, so man, takes 2,000 gold to complete it right away. Well, we'll do that real quick just so I can show and confirm what the series has to offer here. Right, so let's hop into the limited series and let's confirm, shall we? There it is. And yes, there is also 24 hours of instant service and instant racing dollar upgrades offer, so that's handy. So yeah, as you can see, the final tier 15, 5-lap Red Bull Ring Cup requires PR 99.7. And in order to meet that requirement, you need to max out engine, all 5 upgrades there, max out drivetrain, another 5 tier upgrades or 5 stage upgrade. And then remaining 5 categories, you need to get 3 upgrades across the board. And that will bring your PR up to 99.9. So it's a little bit higher than what's required, but I couldn't come up with a number that gets you exactly at 99.7 with less amount of resources spent. So this is the cheapest way to do it. It will still cost you some 930 gold, and obviously you need every racing dollar upgrades available on this car to meet that PR requirement. So that is some 3.8 million racing dollars. And if you don't take care of that while the 24-hour instant upgrade is going, then it'll take you some 3 days and 12 hours to get all those upgrades on board. So if you can take advantage of that instant upgrades, I will definitely recommend that. And let's see, obviously mine's fully upgraded. Normally fully upgrading cost would be 1,395 gold, and as I said, this racing dollar cost is still 3.8 because you still need to get every single one of these racing dollar upgrades available on this car to meet the PR requirement this round. But of course, out of 930 gold that you have to spend, you get 50 of it back from this event. And in the bonus season, or the featured Motorsports season, there's another 75 gold that you get to pick out without adding any more upgrades. And remember, you should be able to complete this limited series within 24 hours. Typically, these limited series, if you can sit through it, takes like 3 hours, right? So, and the bonus series or the featured season, it's not that long. Or, I mean, I guess there aren't as many tiers, but of course, the cup races are a bit longer in motorsport section. But, PR requirement there is 99.6. So obviously, once you can complete this one, you can complete that one as well. So there's additional 75 gold that you can win. So that brings down your net cost by, a little bit more. And as I said, within that, victory point bonus, there's some additional gold that you may win. So that brings your total cost down to, down by maybe like closer to 150 to 200 gold discount, which means you get to win this car for closer to more like 700-ish gold, maybe 750-ish, something along that line. So yeah, still pretty pricey, but it doesn't handle really well. It's a beautiful ride. So, all right. I mean, it's just a shame that we don't get to actually ride it in as many series, these motorsports cars, All right, so that's enough with the upgrade cost and the general cost and rewards associated with this car. Let's actually go through the series itself and check out what's available, what kind of races to expect here. So, Tier 1, we got Elimination at Hockenheim Short, Autocross at Laguna Seca, and a Cup at Mount Panorama, just a single lapper. Of course, Tier 1, there is no PR requirement. And Tier 2, we got Hunter at Catalunya National, a drag race at Nürburgring, and a Cup at Daytona Motorcycle Course, 2 laps, PR 85.7 required. And of course, it's Daytona, so it's going to be a rolling start. So that's a pretty short race to start off this limited series. Maybe this is going to be more like a traditional limited time series where the earlier tiers have shorter races, and as you go deeper, races get longer. Let's find out. Tier 3, we got Speed Record at Melbourne, head-to-head at the Brickyard, and it is a single lap. And then the Cup is at 24-hour circuit, but it's just a single lap, but obviously that's a pretty long circuit. Longest one in the game. And the PR requirement is 87.2. And then Tier 4. Yeah, so 87.2, that's the, you are able to get through Tier 3 with the racing dollar upgrades alone. But, that's kind of pointless since there's no extra bonus that you get. It's hidden behind this paywall, which is Tier 4. All right, so we got Endurance at Monza Road Course, Hunter at Mount Panorama, And then Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix, 3 laps, PR 88.5 required. There you go. All right, moving on to Tier 5. We got Autocross at Hockenheim Short, Elimination at Daytona Road, and the Cup at Spa. This is going to be 2-lap Cup with a PR requirement of 89.6. Tier 6, we got Speed Snap at Monza Junior Course, head-to-head at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, Club Circuit. That's a very short single lap head-to-head, followed by the Cup at Silverstone National Circuit, 5 laps, PR 90.7 required. So far, I would still say the one at Le Mans, the Cup at single lap Cup at Le Mans is the longest race so far we've had in this series. I think that's still longer than 2 laps around Spa, I think. Or maybe it's comparable. Anyway, Tier 7, we got Autocross at Porsche Test Track, long road on-road circuit, and Endurance at Spa, and Cup at Dubai International, and it's going to be a 3-lap Cup, PR 91.7 required. So certainly not the longest one. And 50% completion tier. Tier 8, we got Speed Snap at Laguna Seca, Elimination at Nürburgring Grand Prix, and the Cup at Catalunya Grand Prix with the PR requirement of 92.7. It's going to be a 3-lap Cup. So it is getting longer as we go deeper in the series here. So it's more, I guess, traditional layout. All right, Tier 9, we got Drag Race at Suzuka Grand Prix, Autocross at Melbourne, and the Cup at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. 4 laps, PR 93.6 required there. And then on to Tier 10, we got head-to-head at Dubai National. That's going to be a single lapper. Followed by Endurance at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. And the Cup for Tier 10 is going to be at Porsche Test Track Long On-Road Circuit. 4 laps, PR 94.6 required. Tier 11, we got Hunter at Laguna Seca, Elimination at Suzuka West, and the Cup at Hockenheim Grand Prix. It's going to be a night race, 4 laps, PR 95.5 required. All right, 75% completion tier. Tier 12, we got Autocross at Daytona Motorcycle Course, Speed Record at Red Bull Ring National Circuit, and the Cup at Melbourne. 5 laps, PR 96.5 required. So, so far, I mean, all the races aren't terribly extensive, which is fine by me for limited series. Anyway, Tier 13, we got Endurance at the 24-hour circuit, head-to-head at Silverstone National, single lapper, followed by the Cup at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit, 3 laps, PR 97.5 required. And on to Tier 14, we got another drag race. Did we just have one other one? Or we had 2 other ones, I think. So there's a 3rd drag race here in this series. We got taking place at Porsche Test Track, long on-road circuit, of course. We got Speed Snap at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, and the Cup at Monza road course, and it's going to be a 4-lap Cup, PR 98.5 required. And that takes us to the final tier, Tier 15. We got a Hunter at Spa, so that's a full lap. Endurance at Catalunya Club, so it's an endurance. So your target distance may vary depending on your margin of victory that you've been using. And then final Cup, as we checked out earlier, Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, 5 laps, PR 99.7 required, which you can get by spending some 930 gold. All right, so that will do it for this limited series overview. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.